All right, my wonderful people, welcome back. Recent crisis aimed at stopping me, Tinubu. On today's, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu, on Wednesday said there was a plan to sabotage the coming election. Tinubu cited the lingering fuel crisis and naira redesign by the Central Bank of Nigeria as part of the plot to scuttle the poll and his expected victory. On this, the APC standard bearer spoke during the APC presidential campaign held at the MKO Abiola Stadium, Kuto, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Meanwhile, the opposition People's Democratic Party and all marketers faulted the ex-Lagos State governor's allegations. Based on this, the PDP argued that Tinubu was simply exposing the failures of the PDP regime, insisting that his defeat in the election was imminent. Speaking in Yoruba, the former Lagos State governor stated, saying they don't want this election to hold. They want to scuttle it. Will you allow them? All right, my wonderful people. Meanwhile, Bola Tinubu encouraged Nigerians to defy the fuel scarcity to exercise their franchise, stating that the pool will be a superior revolution. They have started coming up with the issues of no fuel. Don't worry, Tinubu says. If there is no fuel, we will trick to cast the vote. If you like, increase the price of fuel, hide the fuel, or change the ink in the naira note. We will, he said, win election. My wonderful people, Tinubu continued to say that we will use our PVC, permanent voters card, to take over the government from them. If they like, let them say there is no fuel. We will, he said, trick that our polling booth. They are full of mischief. They want to create a fuel crisis. They have started creating a fuel crisis, but forget about it. The number says, put your mind at rest. I'm assuring you, Tinubu will end fuel scarcity. Let the price of fuel continue to increase. They are the ones that know where they are holding it. They are holding naira notes. They are holding fuel. We will vote and we will win. If you like, change the ink in the naira note. We will win the election. The opposition will be defeated. Okay, my wonderful people, while addressing youth on Trongo Day rally, a former Lagos State governor promised that his administration would end the issues of crisis in the university system if elected into office come February 2023. He also promised student loans, pleading to ensure no students spend an extra year on any course. He said, as I quote, "I am a youth. I'm here for you, and you will not be put to shame. We will take over the government from them. They are tellers and want to waste the government from us." Okay, my wonderful people, this is a revolution. This election is a revolution. They are creating artificial fuel scarcity, and they are saying they want to increase fuel price to 200 naira, but let your mind at this rest, because we will end the fuel scarcity. Okay, that's coming from Tinubu. He says we will end fuel crisis. On that student loan, great youth, I am ensuring and I'm assuring you one thing: there will be student loan. Nobody, he says, will drop out of the university because of school fees. Tinubu continued to say, "I guarantee you that nobody will have to repeat class for 8 years and not graduate. We are too smart. We are brilliant and we are encouragers. We are sharp. We will make a 4-year course a 4-year course." Do you agree? He asked. Will you vote whether there is fuel or not? Call your sisters. Okay, while assuring the APC standard bearer that the support from the state will be 100%, the governor of Ogun State, Debo Abiodun, added, saying that Tinubu is the best deal for the country at this very point. Okay, my wonderful people, let me have your take on this matter. As of Jordan, who also called on the people of the state to go all out and calm their permanent voters card, noted that the candidate of the APC were the best. Our correspondent reports that the rally almost turned into an exhibition of assorted charms as hoodlums loyal to a candidate in the southwest threw caution to the wind during the program. Today, the atmosphere at the stadium became tense following the show of force by the who deployed the charms. Pandemonium later broke out when some students who were at the event clashed with the thugs who were attacking people. Okay, during the melee, one person collapsed while two others were stabbed. Okay, right, that has been onto this matter as many people took to their heels during the violence, which later brought under control. While speaking on Tinubu's comment on a plot to secure or to schedule the polls, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Debo Olukunlabo, stated this is exposing the failure of the APC-led government where Tinubu is the national leader. Redesigning Naira, our money, is an opposition program. They are in charge of petroleum supply. They are in charge of the CBN, and they are saying there is a fifth columnist. The fifth columnist cannot be outside, and if they are, they have lost control. Okay, he further says that they have failed, so you ask me not. Okay, Tinubu is complaining about the policy of his own government where he is the national leader. How would you ask the opposition party? I am not a member of their party. I am not a member of the fifth columnist. Okay, onto this is a statement on Tinubu allegation. The Atiku Okowa campaign organization berated the APC candidate for trying to blackmail President Muhammadu Buhari and blamed the All Progressive Congress-led federal government over his looming devastating rejection by Nigerians. PDP, PCC, the spokesperson for the Atiku Okowa campaign organization, Kola Olubandiyan, described Tinubu's statement as a force-saving measure ahead of his looming electoral defeat. He started saying campaigns found it pathetic that Asiwaju Tinubu is seeking a fix-saving measure ahead of his shuttling electoral defeat by shedding crocodile tears and claiming that the resignation or the recognizing of the Naira note and the fuel crisis under the APC administration, which he has repeatedly been corruptly benefiting, were plot to sector the 2023 general elections. It is meanwhile unfortunate that Asiwaju Tinubu is trying to hoodwink Nigerians by seeking to exonerate himself and blame others in the Buhari-led APC administration for the biting fuel scarcity in the country. My wonderful people, when in reality the Asiwaju Tinubu is known to be behind the insensitive and anti-people policies that have brought so much calamity to our country, Nigeria, including the current president or the current persistent fuel scarcity. It indeed speaks volumes of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's character that while he is reported to be hugely involved in the corruption in the petroleum sector, which had led to the fuel crisis, he is pretending to care for the pains Nigerians are passing through just because it was beginning to affect his political life ambition. You might also like this, as unfortunately the PPC said it was clear that Tinubu was lamenting the Naira redesigning because the policy has frustrated his boastful plot to use slush fund, which he reportedly stretched away in secret votes for voting buying and the manipulative scheme, including alleged funding of talks to compromise the integrity of the 2023 presidential election through the setting up of the Jagaban army. Of course, only politicians who have always won election by relying on billion vans have become troubled over the CBN monetary policy to redesign the naira. The statement also added. Alright, my wonderful people, without wasting much of your time, it has been that the campaign council advised him to withdraw from the race because the Waterloo of his loud defeat by Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party. It also accused Tinubu of trying to distance himself from the Buhari regime, which he told the world that he brought into office just because he wants to beguile Nigerians and take their vote. The oil marketers said it was wrong for the APC candidate to allege that the current scarcity of petroleum motor spirit was aimed at squashing the election. They last under the edges of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria and the Petroleum Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria stated that Tinubu's claim lacked justification. Onto this, the National Publicity and the Public Relations Officer, Chief Okadike Chinedu, stated that the issue of fuel scarcity has been a recurring issue during transition periods. It is not basically because of this election. No, during the time of former President Goodluck Jonathan, I know he said that it took the intervention of the State Committee on Petroleum to sort out the areas that will be allowed to marketers by the federal government at that time. On that note, meanwhile, within the period of time that the issue was on the ground, there was a serious scarcity of petroleum products across the country, Nigeria then, and when the labor union threatened to go on strike then. On this note, it has been that the threat was to ensure that the outgoing government settled the money being owed to marketers. I also know that there was an intervention committee that was set up by the federal government to take care of that during that period. Also speaking, the president of the Petroleum Galise Hari explained that it was wrong to attribute the lingering fuel scarcity to a plot to sabotage the federal or the February election. He said petroleum says no to that. It was correct. Petroleum product scarcity is due to the supply glitch and the logistics issued that the impacting negativity on the NNPC's effort to flood athletes with PMLs. Okay, on this note, it has been that Labour Party fought Tinubu on his own part. The presidential candidate of Labour Party, of course, Peter Gregory Obi, advised the APC standard bearer to stop going to Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Obi, in a statement by the head of media, Obijati Presidential Campaign Council, Darren Onofede, stressed that things go wrong for the APC candidate whenever he visited Abeokuta. Onto this, if I were to be Tinubu's advisor, I would, he said, have advised him to stop going to Abeokuta. In the same Abeokuta, he made the Kafa of Olule and how President Muhammad Buhari was carrying on TV, Emi, Lokon, and all that. Okay, now Tinubu is saying the fuel scarcity is meant to make the election fall and how they are going to take over power from them. Who are they or them? Okay, not minding that he is part of the administration of Muhammad Buhari, and now he's excluding himself from the APC government. My wonderful people, well, let me have your take on this matter, because now this matter where we talk with so since the morning, because the same as Waju that promised student loan in 2015, where is the student loan or the promise you made in 2015 on behalf of Buhari? Which one do you people fulfill? Well, that is coming from Praise Jude Ike. Thank you very much for your take. It has been that what is the meaning of loan? What would they use it for? So you still want to enslave Nigerians youth? God is watching you. All right, my wonderful people, without wasting much of your time, why not send your take right in the comment section so that we get more of the comment right from this channel. Thanks and God bless.
This change of currency, I think there will be people a lot of money. But time has been given from October to December, 3 months. Is enough, whatever money you have, to get it changed through a legal system. So I don't know why people are complaining about it.
So despite the complaint, there's no going back on the policy?
No, there's no going back. There's no going back. My aim is to make sure that Nigerians believe that we respect them as an administration. So Nigerians should vote for whoever they like from whichever party. Nobody will be allowed to mobilize resources and thugs to intimidate people in any constituency. That's what I want to go down into Nigerian history for.